Is this the world's best guitar player? Well, that's what it says on his YouTube video. And with almost 90 million views, I gotta see this for myself. Hey there, everyone. Dr. Steve here. You know, back in the day, I was quite the professional guitar player. Still got it. So what I'm going to do for you today is I'm going to react to see whether this fellow is indeed the world's best guitar player. And stick with me to the very end of this video to find out. So let's dive right in. Mic check. Getting set up. Harvard University, John F. Kennedy School of Government. That's interesting. Not familiar with the guitar department there. So he's a lefty. He's holding the guitar upside down. It looks like the bass strings at the bottom. The treble strings are on top. That's weird. I never understood left-hand guitar players. You know, there's no such thing as a left-handed piano, for example. So just learn proper technique. It doesn't matter if you're left-handed or right-handed. Whoa. Not a good start. But I don't know what's going on here, but that's pretty bad, gang. I think we may have just gotten played. It sounded better before he picked up the guitar. So he's a funny guitar player too, huh? Cute, cute. Buzz there. A little bit like a rendition of the famous guitar concerto by Rodrigo, Concerto de Aranjuez. Let's stop there. That was actually quite nice. That strumming technique he's doing with the right hand, that rapid movement there, that's called a rasgueado or rasgueo in the Spanish. It's actually a very straightforward technique if you're learning some flamenco guitars. If you've ever heard guitars like Paco de Lucia or Paco Peña, these are some outstanding flamenco guitarists, and they'll use this rapid strumming technique all the time. Again, very, very straightforward technique. There's nothing ridiculously complicated or anything like that. But having said that, he's got a very good rasgueado. So let's keep going and see what we find out. So what he's doing there is he's playing on one string. It's the lowest string of the guitar. It's the low E string. And what he's doing is actually doing a tremolo with his index finger, what we call the I finger in classical guitar. It's just going back and forth on the string. And to be honest with you, you don't see that very often. It's a bit idiosyncratic on his part, but that's fine. And then with his left hand, basically what he's doing is he's pressing down on the string and then he's releasing it back and forth. So with his right hand index finger, he's just got this continuous tremolo going on, this flutter going on. And then with his left hand, he's got this alternation between pressing down the string and taking it off. So you can hear this alternation between a fretted note when he's pressing it down and then the open string. And what he's doing is he's just moving his finger up and down the fretboard on the one string. And you've got this, pressing down, release, pressing down, release. And so there's this neat effect of notes changing, going up and down, but also notes staying the same because every other note is the open string. And again, it's impressive, but it's also very straightforward. It's not particularly complicated. Let's keep going. Now. So now he's going to the high E string. Right, some higher strings give you that diversity there. Playing some melody. Okay, so this is what we call Faruca style, which is a flamenco style that uses a D minor to an A minor to an E major, back to an A minor, with melody in between. It's very lovely. He likes that index finger. Okay, so what he's doing here is he's dampening the strings with his left hand, with his index finger on his left hand, so they don't resonate, and so that you get a very percussive sound. And now he's hitting the guitar, the face of the guitar, with the side of his thumb to get a percussive beat, and then he's got a strumming pattern between the beats. It's very rumba-like. You know, if you like the Gypsy Kings, right? Very, very standard flamenco technique. He's very good. He's very comfortable with the guitar, no question about that. A minor, E major, very standard. Okay, there's that Faruca progression. He's got a nice use of dynamics too. If you notice, he gets louder and then he gets softer, right? And that mimics a kind of breathing in the music, makes the music come alive. Okay, a little variation of what he's been doing. It's not particularly different from what he's been doing before, but all right, again, this is the dampening effect of the strings, gives a percussive sound, and now he's just switching hands. It's the same thing, so. Yeah. Oh, God. He's quite the performer here. If you haven't guessed it by now, he's far from being the best guitar player, but he is fun. All right, I think he's just taking it home here. And the audience loves it, right? It's great. Uh-oh, what happened? It went dark. Oh, that's cute. A little added in flame there. Little hot licks. Well, there you go, and the audience loves it, and that's all that matters, right? Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? All right, so look, I'll be very straightforward here. We obviously got played a little bit. There was some major clickbait that 90 million people fell for, and is not the world's best guitar player by any stretch of the imagination. And I highly doubt that he purports to be. I'm sure he didn't have anything to do with that. I'm just assuming his friends thought this would be a fun way of just honoring him, you know, capping off the evening. They obviously enjoyed it very much, and by uploading this to YouTube and then honoring him as the world's best guitar player, which for them he is. He may indeed be the best guitar player they've ever seen, but he's very good. And he got a good sense of some of the techniques that are used, particularly in flamenco guitar, Spanish music, especially that very aggressive and fiery and rhythmic sound. And then he interspersed that with lots of one-string tricks and some nice use of scales that bridge between the very basic harmonic structure of the piece. And then you also got a sense of the versatility of the guitar, right? The guitar is an incredibly versatile instrument. It can be very percussive. It can also be very soothing, like a harp. It can be very gentle. It can be very aggressive. So all in all, it was fun. I enjoyed the performance. I think he's a very talented person, obviously, and very loved by his colleagues. And in the end, that's what it's all about. So what do you think? What was your favorite part of the performance? And is there a guitarist you'd like me to react to? Let me know in the comments section below. And make sure you check out my latest videos so you learn how to think better so you can feel better in these crazy and turbulent times. God bless.